4500 पेटेंट एप्लीकेशंस। क्या मतलब है इसका? यानी पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन ये पहले एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती थी चीज़ें, हमने डेवलप किया इनको। ओके, तो ये हमारे नाम पे रजिस्टर है। अगर किसी और को यूज करना होगा तो हमारी परमिशन लेना होगा। तो विद आवर परमिशन दे कैन यूज दिस। देयर आर ऑलमोस्ट 4500 प्लस पेटेंट एप्लीकेशंस, okay, which are developed by dahua, like EPOE function, okay, which can support up to 800 मीटर डिस्टेंस। 800 मीटर तक का डिस्टेंस कैमरा और NVR के बीच में बिना किसी स्विच के। तो नॉर्मली देखा होगा कि 100 मीटर तक का केबल हम यूज कर सकते हैं, राइट। सो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कवरेज 180 मुल्कों में, 180 कंट्रीज में हमारा बिजनेस है। हम जो प्रोडक्ट सप्लाई करते हैं तब वो, और 200 प्लस ऑफिसेज हमारे हैं, 200 से ज्यादा ऑफिसेज चाइना में हैं। $5 बिलियन बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट होता है जो हमने बिजनेस किया है लास्ट ईयर। और उसका जो, क्योंकि चीजें डेवलप कैसे होती हैं, उसके ऊपर एक टीम होती है जो काम करती है, राइट। देयर इज अ टीम, R&D team, known as R&D team, which works on the innovation to develop the things. So almost half of our employees are involved in R&D. आधे लोग, तकरीबन 22,000 का आधा, तकरीबन 11,000 लोग हमारे इसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं R&D में, ठीक है, जो R&D करते हैं और प्रोडक्ट को डेवलप करते हैं, नई नई चीजें, आई फंक्शन, न्यू प्रोडक्ट, मार्केट की जो भी डिमांड रहती है उसके अकॉर्डिंग, ओके। और जो हमारा पूरा रेवेन्यू जनरेट होता है उसका 10% हम सिर्फ R&D पे इन्वेस्ट करते हैं। बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट होता है, ठीक है, तो डेवलप करने के लिए। इसीलिए इतने सारे पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन जो है दबा के नाम पर रजिस्टर है, क्योंकि हम मोर एंड मोर उसमें इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं। That's why there are number of patent applications registered on Dahua name, because we are investing more and more in R&D and development. So ये हिस्ट्री है हमारी। 2001 से कंपनी स्टार्ट हुई थी और हर साल कुछ ना कुछ नया मार्केट में इंट्रोड्यूस करती रही है। तो पता होगा, पहले शायद आपकी एज तो इतनी नहीं है, अब से 10, 12, 15 साल पहले ऐसे कोई DVR वगैरह नहीं आते थे कॉम्पैक्ट। पहले कहते थे कार्ड आते थे ना, HDMI कार्ड, लैंड कार्ड, इस तरह के कार्ड आते थे, वो लगाओ फिर उसमें कनेक्शन करो, बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड था। सो Dahua was the first company who introduced embedded DVR in the market. कॉम्पैक्ट, वो कार्ड वाला सिस्टम खत्म हो गया है ना, कॉम्पैक्ट आया, जस्ट केबल कनेक्ट करो, कैमरा कनेक्ट करो, फाइन, ओके। देन ईच एंड एवरी ईयर वी आर डूइंग न्यू थिंग्स, वी आर इन्वेस्टिंग मोर एंड मोर टू डेवलप न्यू थिंग्स। सो अभी का जो अभी का सिनेरियो चल रहा है उसमें AI फंक्शन आपने देखा होगा, बहुत ज्यादा यूज हो रहा है। फेस डिटेक्शन का नाम सुना होगा, राइट, फेस रिकॉग्निशन का नाम सुना होगा, क्रॉस लाइन डिटेक्शन का सुना होगा, पीपल काउंटिंग का सुना होगा। दीज आर AI फीचर्स। तो ये पूरे डेवलप कर रही है Dahua, और अभी ऑलरेडी सभी प्रोडक्ट में अवेलेबल है, ठीक है। तो इनके बारे में भी डिस्कशन करेंगे। IoT प्रोडक्ट्स आल्सो, इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स, स्मार्ट प्रोडक्ट्स। हमने लास्ट सेशन में डिस्कशन भी किया था कि भाई SMD प्लस भी है, ठीक है ना। वी आर हैविंग SMD प्लस आल्सो, स्मार्ट मोशन डिटेक्शन व्हिच कैन रिड्यूस द फॉल्स अलार्म, इट विल कंसीडर ओनली ह्यूमन बीइंग्स एंड व्हीकल्स। बहुत सारे स्मार्ट फीचर्स हैं जो हमारे लिए इजी कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि यू आर द इंस्टॉलर्स, राइट, यू आर डूइंग, ओके, समबडी फॉरगेट द पासवर्ड, दैट विल बी हेडेक ऑन यू, राइट। सो हाउ वी कैन मैनेज द थिंग्स स्मार्टली, दैट आल्सो वी कैन डिस्कस with the help of these features. But you know, last time we had already covered, if you remember, full color and TIOC camera, right, DSS. Today's topic will be monitors, because we are having a huge range of monitors also, professional monitors, video wall monitors, okay, and the PoE switches also, PoE 2.0. So in 2007 we had started our business in display, and in 2010 Dahua Technology released the first LCD video wall display. Video wall देखा होगा ना, बहुत सारे मॉनिटर लगे रहते हैं, है ना, 3x3, 3x2, ऐसे बहुत सारे मॉनिटर लगे रहते हैं, सभी पे एक कैमरा आता है ना। सो उस टाइप के मॉनिटर्स जो वहाँ पे यूज होते हैं। सो Dahua had introduced LCD video wall monitor in 2010. Then in 2014 LED type monitor. There are different technologies, LCD, LED, ये थोड़ा टेक्निकल है बहुत ज़्यादा, लेकिन एक अलग टेक्नोलॉजी है, जैसे होता है ना DVR एंड VR अलग टेक्नोलॉजी पे काम करता है दोनों। सो ऐसी इसी तरीके से LED जो टेक्नोलॉजी है वो इंट्रोड्यूस किया। द वन इन 2014 दवा हैड इंट्रोड्यूस LED display in 2014. 2016 we had released first digital signage and to expand the overseas commercial display market. Digital signage आपने देखा होगा कि बहुत सारी जगह पे लगा रहता है, किसी शॉप में, किसी स्टोर में या किसी पार्किंग्स में भी आपने देखोगे स्क्रीन पे जिस पे नंबर्स आते रहते हैं। So digital signage also we had introduced in 2016. 2019 indoor fine pixel series LED बहुत अच्छी क्वालिटी के साथ with better quality. In 2019 we had introduced fine pixel series LED. And in 2020 we had entered in the lighting and distributed LED display industry. So we'll be discussing more about these products in subsequent slides. So we are having 3 different series: light series, commercial series and ultra series in the monitors. हमारे पास 3 series हैं, ठीक है? याद रखना, क्वेश्चन भी आएगा. There will be a question because there is a hit distribution also. So remember it. In the same way, last time we had asked you some questions. Definitely this time also we will ask.
في أي حاجة مش واضحة بالإنجليزي تكلموا سوا وأنا أتكلم بالعربي، تمام؟ في حاجة مش واضحة بالإنجليزي عشان الأكسنت أو كده عادي نتكلم بالعربي.
هو مش مهندس يعني 90% بتتكلم مش انجليزي.
طب ما أنت بقول عشان كده لو في حاجة كده مش واضحة
هو يلاقيها بالانجليزي.
أوكي. لا هو خلاص في الأول كان أردو بس دلوقتي خلاص إنجليزي
قلت
إنجليزي
بصراحة بالنسبة للإنجليزي أنا منتظر ومراقب.
كانوا
يعني هذه اتشرحت مش بالانجليزي بس انا فاهمها عشان كده.
اوكي لا خلاص. نو انجلش.
Sorry, you can explain both.
Yes, I'm explaining both. So there are 3 series which we are having in display: light series, commercial series, and ultra series. Light series we are having some models with 43-inch, 65-inch, 55, 50, 43. So there are different models available in light series also with plastic body. This is cost performance series, economical and better performance. In the commercial series we are having IT pipelines for personal home and internet bar. High refresh rate is there, immersive experience. If somebody having for the home usage, normally you're using the homes for that kind of usage, you can use this commercial series. Then ultra series we are having with 65-inch, 55, 49, 43, 40-inch also. Interface facing down and rich interface types also with very less bezel space. Okay, बहुत thin यहाँ पे space होगा, very wide view आपको मिलेगा. Okay, very clear also. In the light series, we can discuss here some product details. We are having full HD series and HD series. In full HD, 22-inch, 24, 32, and up to 43-inch we are having. Then in HD series, we are having 19-inch. Is it okay for you? समझ आ रहा है ना? हाँ. इसको नहीं आ रहा बता देना, मैं उर्दू में बोल दूँगा. ठीक है ना? कोई है जिसको उर्दू में चाहिए? Then in 4K series also, 4K resolution, very clear image. Okay. If you are using any 4K product and you want to be on 2 megapixel resolution supported display, you will not get clear image. So if that supports 4K resolution, then better quality you will get. So we are having 4K resolution also in 28-inch. This is light series. Okay. Multiple interfaces are there like HDMI port, VGA port, audio ports also there. Okay. With bass by default, bass you can adjust by default. Some settings are there, and built-in speaker is there. A different resolution. It offers you like 2 megapixel. This one, and this is 4K resolution. Okay. This is wide angle of view is there, 178 degree, which is very wide. Okay. Light and cost-effective plastic housing. It is having plastic housing and very less cost it is having in comparison to other series. Then more details we can see here. 4K Ultra HD resolution is there, suitable for continuous 24/7 operation. There is no problem if you will use this for 24/7 operation, no problem. It will work. It is very durable. 8 millisecond response time for no motion blur. It is very fast also. Okay, 1.07 colors also for realistic and immersive visual experience, and high fidelity digital processing for a brilliant and vivid video. Wide angle of view is there, 178 degree. Professional thermal design to extend equipment lifespan. Okay. Thermal design, this thermal design, it can expand the lifespan of any product, we can say. That's why we have used in the displays. Then 4K, you can see we are having 43 inch, 55, 50 inch, then 65, up to 65 inch we are having. Then commercial office series, you can see here, we are having 22 inch, 24, then 27. This is suitable for office use, again cost effective, ultra narrow bezel. This bezel will be very narrow, okay? And elegant appearance, metal base, it is having metal base. Same angle of view, very wide, 178 degree, support multiple signal inputs including HDMI and VGA. Low in energy consumption, long service life, anti-blue light design. It will not put bad impact on your eyes. If you are watching for a long time, it will reduce anti-blue light. It is having special kind of design, we can say. Normally you use glasses, right? If you are watching movie for a long time in the cinema or on the laptop, if you are sitting, anti-glare glasses, right? So that is already we are using in the display. So it will reduce the blue light impact on your eyes. Normally in the laptops, now it is coming, but earlier you need to use some additional software which reduce this blue light. So there is nothing required, that is already there. Ultra narrow bezel for the commercial series, ultra design, you can see very thin design. Okay, it will not take too much space. And compared with round or square base, V-shaped base occupies less space. This space we are talking about here, because normally you will see some round base which will take more space, but here we are having a V-shaped base for this, which will take very less space also. Easy installation. This is adjustable. Stand is there, V-shaped stand. If you want, you can adjust this according to the installation side. Okay. You can see there is a screen, then support, base, then screw. These are the installation accessories which you need to use during installation. Flexible tilt adjustment is there. This you can do up down also like this. Okay, in the screen. Low blue light mode can be set in the menu. If you want to adjust this blue light to reduce the impact on your eyes, that you can go in the settings and you can do. Commercial gaming series. In the commercial series, further we are having gaming series also. Nowadays it is very famous, right? Gaming. This is a time of internet. So new generation is more using this game. Earlier we had only just a video game center where we used to play, but nowadays everyone is using at home, right? So for the commercial series, the unique design is suitable for personal home and internet bar. Maximum refresh rate is 165 Hz, very fast. Okay, 165 Hz means in 1 second it can complete 165 cycles. 32-inch high contrast anti-blue light design, again eye protective. So we are having in commercial series 24-inch, 27, then 32. You mean to say lifespan?
No, not that.
24/7, no problem. Yes, 24, all 24/7. Even that light series can work 24/7. This is commercial series.
Because some comes using gaming series in control room 24 hours.
Yeah, it will work definitely. Then again, narrow, ultra narrow frame, no bezel, you can say. 2.8 mm black edge, 2 very less. Breathing light effect, and the quick response time is there, less than 1 millisecond. Okay, long response time and quick response time, you can see the difference. Similarly, like in the camera, 25 fps, 60 fps. High refresh rate is there. HDR mode is there. Normally, you will see two different lighting situation. You need HDR or WDR. So HDR mode also there in the display, which can give you clear image. You can see algorithm is there to optimize the color and contrast of the screen. Right? If some view is not clear, you are watching some video, so you can do the adjustment in HDR mode and you can get clear image. This is the feature of display, not a camera. Eye protective again, this feature also there, and you can do the adjustment. So now other series also we are having frameless series. Okay. We are having ATV, advanced television. ATV means advanced television. This may be a question, okay? Remember it. And DTV, digital television. Technology which is used in these products are digital technology, okay?
ATV, sorry, what is?
Advanced television, okay? Then smart TVs also. So it's also we are having in different size, like 32 inch, 40, 43, 50, 55, 65. Then in the DTV series, 22 inch, 24 inch, 32, 40 inch, 43 inch, and you can see instead also the base also is V shape but vertically V shape, not horizontally. Okay. Then in ATV, advanced television. Okay. 22 inch, 24, 32, 40, and up to 43 inch we are having in ATV series. Okay. You need to say size.
Yeah,
Yes, video for upcoming, yes, definitely. Yeah. So again in smart TV range we are having some pre-installed apps also in the monitors, in the displays. In the smart TV series you can see Netflix and YouTube Prime videos. These are already by default installed in the displays. Thinner and lighter rear shell design, and it is anti-blue light technology we have used in this. Special ABL technology can effectively filter about 90% blue light. The technology which reduce this blue light effect is ABL. Okay, 20K, 2K and up to 4K resolution display are there. Presenting visual feast, ultra high definition experience, and show off color and details. No smart and smart model optional. There are different smart TV and non-smart TV. Smart TV will be having, you can use the internet also on that. Just connect the internet cable and you can use. But on non-smart TV, so there is both options available. And the support pre-installation of Netflix, YouTube, and Prime videos. For the ATV, if we talk about ATV and DTV, which is having from 22 inch to 43 inch, it is having elegant appearance and anti-blue light design, wide angle of view, and cost-effective, optimized cost-benefit product metrics, and high-cost performance support ATV and DTV technology. So this is a monitor sales guide. Actually, camera plus DVR or NVR plus hard disk plus monitor. So big market capacity is there, which use these monitors, because if you are using any monitoring, sometimes product like camera, NVR, DVR, so definitely you need to use monitors also to view the playback, to view the live view. So Definitely in every CCTV solution, if it's small or big, you need monitors. For a small project, like for home use, for shop, small monitors. Our range starts from very basic to high end, up to video wall level displays, okay? So for the big requirements, like in the malls or some big projects where we, video wall solution required, so we are having special, displays for the video wall piece. So performance, improve convenience and differentiation for marketing strategy. For technical customers, when they purchase the CCTV equipment in the partner store, then he also needs to buy another monitor in the electronic market. Normally on the CCTV stores, it is very less that you will find monitors also there. You need to go in another market also to purchase the electronics market to purchase monitors. But now on the stores you will find monitors also according to your budget, your requirement. You can buy same, all the products from one location. No need to go in another market. So this was about the display which we are having. Now I will ask some questions just to make your mind, awake or to refresh your mind. So what is the full form of ATV?
Advanced television.
Okay. And DTV?
Digital.
Okay. Now in ATV and DTV, what is the maximum size of display we are having?
43.
Huh? Yes, you are right. 43. 22 to 43. Okay. What is the maximum size of display in any series we are having?
60.
55.
65, 75.
The maximum 75. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, bro. We need to discuss with you guys for this part before we shift for the second part. Why we are presenting you a new products, but the CCTV? From your point of view, do you think the market needs this kind of product? Do you think that the market has a potential for this kind of products?
You mean screens?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So you agree with me?
See, inside, all brands share a part of the market. Let's say LG, Samsung, Sony. Each brand it will take a share. It will share some part of the market. For long term, maybe you can increase your part because if the brand people like this brand, good quality, it will increase in long term.
And sometimes the market give you a chance, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So actually the main reason from let's make like a brainstorm. We are offering you, putting between your hands and new products is for the market. Okay?
Sure.
CCTV market now it's have very tough competition.
Yes.
So if you can find another resources for margin, you will lose. We have very good experience with monitors in Dubai last year. We sold thousands of monitors last year in Dubai. Why? Because we were ready to buy stock. Okay, during the stock shortage, and since 2 months ago in Saudi, if you were looking for 22-inch screen, you need to go
Drop
around.
for many items.
Yeah.
Too much.
Stock shortage. So since we have a stock, no any issues with dahua for the raw materials, with this kind of things, so you have the advantage now. This is from the key management point of view. For the installers, also, once now he is doing the camera and the dahua or whoever teach him how to do the video wall, how to set up the interactive screens, it gives him more ability for gaining more money, right? So that's what we are trying to do, giving you a new resources and new options to increase your margin. Okay? And the market now, based on this market situation, there is demand. There is a demand for the presentation. Okay?
Also, one point I want to add here. from the point of technical support, if we are using different brand products in a solution, any product may get some issue, right? So you will have to call at different numbers, right, for the support. But here, single location, right? I mean, just one number you will be having because you are using same brand products. No need to call on different numbers to get support. When somebody is available, somebody is not available. Yes. So if you are using dahua display, dahua NVR, dahua camera, dahua switches, dahua wires, everything, just one number for you for any kind of technical support. No need to go here and there. Right? It's also easy for the installers in terms of technical support. Yes?
Yes, great.
So now we will be discussing about PoE switches, which are especially used in CCTV. We are having a huge range of switches also, up to aggregation level, core switches, all kind of data center switches, all switches we are having. But now, very few, regarding CCTV, core switches, yes, core switches also we are having. So PoE 2.0 we have now, which we'll be discussing now here. There are some points before choosing any switch, before selecting any switch, which we need to consider in our mind, right? So, how to choose the PoE switch? The best PoE switches for the IT cameras. There are normal switches also in the market, like PoE and PoE plus standards, right? What is PoE and PoE plus? First of all, we need to know. In the starting, when PoE came in the existence, there was only PoE, not PoE plus. PoE means it can, each port of the switch can power up the device with maximum 15 watt. It means it can provide maximum 15 watt power to the device. This is a standard of PoE. Okay. Then PoE plus came in the market. During selection of switch, we need to check the device, the camera which we are using, it is PoE standard or PoE plus standard. That we need to keep in our mind during selection. If we are having PoE plus supported device which needs up to 30 watt power and we are using normal PoE switch, it will not work because it is not having capability to power up the device up to 30 watt. So we need to consider these things also, right? PoE plus can give power up to 30 watt. Okay. Then again power budget. There is a power budget also. Suppose what is power budget? In every switch you will see in the data sheets or on the box power budget 120 watts, 140 watts, like this you will find. What is this power budget? Suppose if you are using a switch of 24 ports which is having a power budget of 150, right? If you are connecting devices which needs 30 watt power, can you use all 24 ports? No. Because there is a limitation of power budget in the switch. So this also you need to consider while selecting the switch. What are the devices which we are going to use with this? Right? The number of devices which we are using, their consumption must not increase or must not exceed the power budget. This is the power budget, okay? Port numbers, that also we need to consider to reduce the cost also, to reduce the cabling also. Right? If we need, suppose 24 port switch, or we are having 24 devices here in this location, where we need a switch. I'm not sure 24 port, 16 port, what will be the best selection? 4 port, 4 switches or 8 switches, or just one switch of 24 port? Definitely one switch, because it will reduce the cabling, it will reduce the, what I can say, points where we may get problem, point of failure, you can say. So this we need to think. Then again, the question will come, the distance between the switch, this access switch to the control room. Do we need to select a switch with SFP port or normal RJ45 is enough? Because if it will go, we need to consider the cost also. If it will go with SFP port, it will increase the cost definitely, right? Because SFP, this fiber cable is also expensive in comparison to normal Cat6 cable. Then port speed. What should be the port speed? 10 by 100 Mbps or 1000 Mbps? If we are using normal cameras, right, then no problem. 10 by 100 is also enough, more than enough. But uplink port, we need to have at least 1 Gbps or 1000 Mbps, right? So this also we need to consider, because if we are having a switch of 48 ports and we have connected all 48 cameras, so normal 10 by 100 uplink port will not be enough. We need to use at least 1 Gbps. This also we need to consider, right? And manage function also. We can change PoE to PoE plus or some other editing can we do in the settings. Can we change? There are two types of switches, managed and unmanaged, right?
Yes.
Managed means you can do the configuration. Unmanaged means during manufacturing of the switch, they are already functioned, they are already configured. You cannot do any changes after that.
Open ports.
Open, you can say open. Okay. So managed and unmanaged. This function also you need to consider while choosing this. So more from the PoE switches, you can see here non-blocking video transmission, large buffer memory and flow control. This is technical term, but I will explain you. What is large buffer memory? What is the use of this? Suppose I am having a capability to handle, let's suppose I can handle 2 people at a time, suppose. So they are asking question to me, I can handle 2 people at a time. But suddenly 2 more came and they are also asking questions to me. Will I be able to handle 2? Because I am having capacity of 2. But if I am having memory, extra memory, I can store their questions in my mind. Once I will finish first 2 person, then I can finish next 2 also. So whatever data is coming, if the main memory is full, but more data is coming, it is having large buffer memory. The coming data it will store in the memory, then it will process. Okay, it will not, there will not be loss of packets because it will store in the memory. Flow control, again this is the technical term. Flow control, this is related to this. Suppose if more traffic is coming to the switch, what will happen? If it is not able to handle, it will drop the packets. It will drop the data. No video. Okay, camera is not coming. Offline. These kind of things will happen. But if flow control technology is there, what will happen? Once its memory plus buffer memory will be full, it will send one signal to the device. Okay, I am congested, more traffic on me, please stop for some time or send less data. This is internal working of this switch. So these you can get from the switches. Flow control, large buffer memory, security level, reliability, wide working temperature. In outdoor area you can also use. High efficient transmission, 8-pin power. All 8 pins can be used, okay, for the power transmission. So now in the PoE 2.0 we are having higher, longer and smarter range. What are 2 standards we have discussed? PoE and PoE plus. Don't forget this. This may be a question. PoE and PoE plus. Another technology came in the market, I think 5 years back or more. High PoE. You know who developed that? Developed that high PoE, which became standard now. So everyone following that. High PoE can provide power up to 60 watts. If there is any camera which needs up to 60 watt power, okay. Earlier you need to use adapter, right? Because there is no PoE switches which can provide up to 60 watt, even 30 watt, right? You need to use separate adapter like PDZ camera. But we are having switches which can provide power up to 60 watt. You know this capability of switch. Even we are working Even we are working on more power, up to 90 watt. Not working, it is already available in our switches. Up to 90 watt power it can provide. You know the devices, how big cameras will be, which will use 90 watt power. So this is capable to handle 90 watt also in the higher range. Different type of switches, outdoor industrial level also. Then protection, 6K kV lightning protection is there and capable to work minus 40 degrees Celsius to plus 75 degrees Celsius. You know, ice, when we use freezer, it goes up to minus 3 degree, 7 degree, 19 degree. See the temperature in Canada or in Russia, in some areas, minus 40 degree. So there this can work. Minus 40 degree to plus 75 degree. It's very high temperature, plus 70. Even you will not find normally in any area. In Kuwait, we had like 53 maximum reached, which was very high normally. So it is capable to work in 75 degrees.
What means 8 wire?
Long transmission, 250 meter, up to 250 meter it can send the power. There is a port available, you know, extended mode. Just you need to enable that. Normally a switch, a Cat6 cable can transmit data and power both up to 90 or 100 meters, right? Normally. But if you use extended mode or CCTV mode, we can say, it can transmit data and power both up to 250 meters. Another technology also we are having EPOE. Okay, EPOE, there should be EPOE camera and EPOE NVR. We can transmit data and power both up to 800 meters without using any switch in between. 800 meters. Can you imagine?
This is, it will solve big
Big
issues in the
problem.
market.
Already this is
Very
very
big
many
issues.
references are there where we have used, okay, and we have tested. 8 wire PoE means normally if you will see there are total 4 pairs in the Cat6, right?
PoE normally 7, 8.
Yes, 7, right? 2 wires only.
Yeah.
But 2 will be used for the data transmission. 4 will be idle,
Yeah.
right? So here what we can use 4 wires for the data transmission, 4 wire for the power. So total 8 wires will be used. Normally 8 wires used in the 1000 Mbps port or 10 gig ports. Otherwise 2 wires are enough for data transmission.
Yeah.
Then smarter PoE watchdog is there. Watchdog means security feature. If the device which is connected on the port is working or not, what is happening with this? If device is not working, dead, is it sending power to that? That will be power loss, right? If nobody is listening to me and I am speaking, this is useless, right?
Yes. I should stop.
I should stop. Otherwise, wastage of energy, right? Similarly,
Yes.
camera is getting power or not. If I am sending, there will be useless power consumption. So PoE watchdog is there. It will monitor the port status. If the device is connected or not, it's alive or not. If dead, it will stop sending power. Okay?
I have a question here, if you don't mind. Before this watchdog PoE issue, was a normal switch. If the camera stopped, he need to test every port,
Definitely.
right?
There may be a port issue, and even it will. If this is balance switch, you can get the notification also. This is port is down.
Okay. So this also saves time since he will know which port exactly has an issue.
Definitely. It will, easy your things, ease out your things. It will put you in the comfort, right? There are many things which we need to consider. I told you last time about the password, like set some standard questions on every site. That will be beneficial for you guys. No need to call to support. Just you can resolve the issue at your end. Just you need to think smartly. That's it. Non-blocking intelligent PoE, again, if the device needs PoE or PoE plus or high PoE, according to that product PoE consumption requirement, it will send the power. It will not send, like suppose a port supports all three standards. A port of switch supports PoE, PoE plus and high PoE, right? If I'm using only PoE device, not PoE plus or high PoE, I'm using a camera which is PoE only. If switch will send 60 watt power, it will burn it, right? But port will sense.
Automatic sense.
Yes, automatic sense. Intelligent PoE. What is the requirement of this device which is connected to this port? Is it need PoE plus, high PoE or only PoE? So according to the requirement, it will send the power. In this-
Also, it will sense the volt also.
Yes,
Because
what
some
is- what
device 5 volt, 12
Yes,
volt,
yes, yes.
24, 48, sometimes 48 volt.
Yes, definitely it will send. Actually, volt, this watt will come after the calculation of current
Yes.
and the voltage,
Yes.
okay? V into I, if you have heard about this. So this already calculated, voltage and all, if you are talking about the watt, means power, these all things are already calculated in this. Non-blocking radio transmission, I've already explained, this buffer memory and all. Now, some highlighted feature, and switch range also we can discuss here. Normal desktop switches, which are non-PoE switches. Full range, we are having like number of different ports capability in this. Then PoE switches also there, which we can use to power up the devices plus data transmission. Then all giga switches means all ports with 1000 Mbps, where we need to transmit more data, right? There we need, like if normally if you are using with the server, I think 100 Mbps port will not be enough. You need to use 1000 Mbps. So we are having the switches which supports all 1000 Mbps ports. Both PoE and non-PoE, both type of switches are having which supports 1000 Mbps ports. Then hardened switches, these are specially designed with the hardware which can be used in rough and tough areas also. Then industrial grade switches also we are having, which can be used, industrial grade, which can be used in outdoor environment as well.
Outdoor with one or without one?
Sorry,
With one or without one?
you need to say cabinet?
No, without.
Fan. I think that I need to check because there are some models which supports and there are some models which doesn't support. There are different models.
Uplink,
Yes, definitely. There will be separate industrial grade power supply for these switches. Normal power supply will not be in industrial, use. So there will be a well designed, different kind of design power supply will be there for these switches.
within uplink, FSP only or USB also?
Actually, both type of ports are there, SFP plus UTP. Some switches may have uplink ports like 2 SFP, 2 RJ45, and maybe combo ports also. All options are there. Because if you are using in outdoor environment, definitely there will be a long distances between two switches. So UTP will not be enough. Definitely you need to go with SFP to cover long distances. So that is also there.
The difference between industrial and hardened?
Actually, there is a grading. Okay, these are designed to use in indoor area, we can say, and hardened in the design in comparison to these switches. Shape also different, you can say. Okay. But but these are having different ports. See, these are some red ports also here available. Means 90 watt power these ports can provide. Here you will not find only here. Okay. Some ports are there. Red marking is there on the ports. Red port means up to 90 watt power. These ports can provide. Okay. Different curving is there. PoE watchdog, power device alive or not. Okay, PV means power powered device, P-O-W-E-R-E-D, powered device. If you are using camera which is getting power from the switch, means it is powered device. It will check time to time, it is alive or not. If dead, then it will stop sending power to that. Okay, 24 hours detect and auto recover network cameras, auto solve 99% camera crash issue. There may be some packet loss, there may be some other issues in the transmission. So it will try to, sending messages to send streams. Very smart, smartly. Same 95% human labor from maintenance. We were discussing, like you can reduce the headache by thinking in a smart way. IEEE 802.PT 90 watt. Okay, there is a standard. There are standard from the IEEE, like POE, POE plus. These are all defined by IEEE. There is an organization. So red ports are there which can provide up to 90 watt power. Deliver 90 watt POE power up to date standard, and this is a very new standard. You will not find in many brands. You will not find this 90 watt. I think many of you heard this first time, like POE switch can provide up to 90 watt power. Yeah. And support high power consumption power devices also. Like if some device need more and more power up to 90 watts, so it can provide. Long distance POE up to 250 meter via UPP. Intelligent POE is there, current management or POE power supply, POE prioritizing, like some wires in the cable. If you are using 4 wires, you ask this question, right? That's why I'm focusing on you. 4 wires we are using for the data transmission, 4 we are using for the power transmission. Okay? But going to the device, same device, right? All 4. So it can prioritize the POE on the wires. These 4 wires, okay, which is, so there is a pins in the port which will carry more power. So it can prioritize the power transmission on the wires also within the Cat 6. Here you can see the POE watchdog function. How does it look actually? It enables the self-healing CCTV. So if there is a problem, it will try to recover that problem. It will reduce the manpower involvement in this. Suppose this camera is not working. Sometimes if you see in the CCTV system, camera is not coming, but if you will restart, it will start working, right? Many times. You will not be able to know what was the problem. But you will have to do manually. You need to go there. You need to switch off the device, then switch it on again. But here, what will happen? Camera is not working. Okay? But port is working. Switch will know my port is okay, device is having some issue. It will detect and restart the port. It means it is restarting the device. Right? If you are cutting power for some device, it means stop. And providing power again, it means start again. It will do automatically. It will detect and it will restart the port. So there will be some, network congestion issue or something, it will recover. Then it will start working again. Most of the time servers are not working, just plug and play the LAN cable. It will start working. So similar it is doing without the involvement of humans. So how to enable this? There is dip switches, okay? DIP, dip switches on the switch interface. These are also switches. You can say buttons, okay? Just in they were having series of switches, 3 series and the 4 series. These are unmanaged switches. Just you need to put up and down. It will enable this feature. But in the 4 series, which are managed switches, you can open the switch on web interface and you can do the configuration for this function. Then again, you can see here the different power consumption devices. AF standard is PoE standard, which was defined by IEEE, means it can provide 15 watt. There are some devices, IP camera, telephone, then 30 watt power required for the access control system, PTZ cameras, then high PoE also, which can provide up to 60 watt, like some big PTZ cameras or some normal big cameras also. And another devices like which needs at least more than 60 watts. So what you will do? You will have to use separate power adapter. But if it supports up to 90 watt, no need to use. You can see here many devices, PoE injectors, some touch screen PCs, PoE displays, some devices, nurse call system. There are many devices which needs up to 90 watt power. So we can use red port of the switch to provide the power to these kind of devices. So provided these should support that 90 watt standard. Okay, that switch is enough. No need to use external power adapter for these to power up these devices.
All the range of switches, regular or PoE, can support any kind of data, no only for some.
No, not only for that. See, non-PoE switches will not be used for this CCTV, right? Mainly. You will use for the data desktop.
Because some client, what you think, this demo switches support for camera only, not.
This is a misconception actually. Because, nobody is using power adapter for IP cameras nowadays. Nobody. 95%, even more. Everybody is using PoE switches. If we are having non-PoE switches, what is the use of those switches? Aggregation level switches, who will use for CCTV? Big switches, which are modular switches, which are having different cards you can insert inside, like 24 port card, big switches, this much of shape.
And we have also
Yes.
aggregation.
Like we are having, suppose, I can give you one example, because I have worked on that project little bit, not that much, little bit. There was a project in Qatar, Yasmin City, named Yasmin City, where dahua had given full solution, end-to-end solution. And there was almost, I believe, 7,000 cameras. Yeah. Very big city, government project. So the main switches we had dahua had provided aggregation level switches, which were having a capacity to handle a huge data. Normally you see in the data centers or in the ISP and internet service provider, what they use big switches with very high capacity. So those kind of switches also we are having. Who will use just for the CCTV requirement, those kind of switches. A huge range is there for the CCTV, for the switches, specifically for the CCTV and other requirements also. From very basic to higher level requirement, we can fulfill the switches. So intelligent PoE guarantee, PoE power for VIP. Suppose it is having 60 watt power budget, this switch. It will distribute on all the four, 20, 20, 20, 20, right? What will happen? It exceeds then 60 watt. It is having power budget of 60, but it needs each port 20, 20, means 20 what is more? It is having budget only 60. So what will happen? Intelligent PoE. Now, if you will see 60 watt here, if it will provide 20, 20, 20, all the ports will be down. Reason? Traffic. And it is having capacity, it can distribute this 60 into 15, 15, 15, 15, like this.
Yes.
But here all the devices are connected which needs 20.
Overload.
So overload, all the ports will be down, right? All the ports. But what it will do automatically, intelligent PoE, it will put only one port in down state, not all. Okay? It will provide 20, 20, 22, 3 ports. It will distribute like this. Just it will put one port down. Otherwise,
Does it give any alarms that those ports?
this is auto, or this is auto. This is auto. This is not a alarms kind of system, but if there is a managed switch, there you may get locks. This function is general in all dahua switches, you can say, and this is not specific like this model or this model. This is an intelligent POE function. I think you got this, what is happening here and how it is handling this switches, smart intelligent function, right? समझ आया ये चीज कैसे?
अभी 60 वोल्ट का
देखो 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 ये स्विच जो है ना मैक्सिमम 60 वॉट तक की पावर दे सकता है, बट इस पे जो मेरे डिवाइस कनेक्ट करे ना उन सबको 20 वॉट चाहिए. अब 20 into 4 कितना होता है? 80
हो गया.
तो 20 बढ़ गया, ओवरलोड हो गया. अब ये क्या करेगा, सारे पोर्ट डाउन हो जाएंगे, हाँ? लेकिन अगर दबा का स्विच आप यूज कर रहे हो तो क्या होगा?
खाली एक पोर्ट
एक को डाउन करेगा, बाकी सबको कितना दे देगा? 20. Okay, so 250 meter long distance POE breakthrough POE distance limitation. You know this. What is the limitation of Cat6 cable normally
90.
to transmit data and power?
90.
90 to 100 normally, right? But if we are using switches which supports this CCTV function, you can say, or extended mode. Different brand calls having different terminology for this. So if you enable this, 3 series having this dip switch and 4 series having VAP function also, where you can enable or disable this function. This is normal switch, maximum limitation of 100 meter, right? After 100, what will happen? You need to use another switch, right? Which will increase the cost. Or otherwise, use fiber optic. That is again costly in comparison to normal UTP cable. But if we are using a switch which supports this extended mode, just enable the port, it will transmit data and power up to 200 meters. It will reduce the switch's cost in between, which we have to use. It will reduce the cost of fiber optic, right? Even if we are having some kind of requirement more than 250 EPOE, the function up to 800 meters that you can use. Okay. Now this is a family of switches.
This is one of the most important thing to know to figure out the switch from the model number. If you need to take a picture or something when you order the switch.
Okay. So this is 2.0 switch family. Here we are having industrial switches.